Jake! Go Cookie! Go! Up the Rabbitohs!
G'day guys and welcome back to AdosTheGreat YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video, I'll be going over my round 16 tips. Now normally, I break down how I went in round 15. Now, as you can see, I'm logged into another account because I've already done the tipping video and unfortunately the audio didn't work. So fingers crossed we get it right this time because I can't make another bloody account. So in round 15, I went 4 tips right. So this is not my actual tips. Obviously, this is the away teams. I kind of wish this was my tips because I would have done a little bit better. But I went Sharks, obviously incorrect. I went Raiders, incorrect. I went Rabbitohs, that one was correct. I went Titans, incorrect. I went Warriors, that was incorrect. I went Roosters, that one was correct. I went Manly and the Panthers, those two both correct. So 4 tips right for round 15, very disappointing. But hey, it is what it is. We continue. I know a lot of people got 2s and 3s this week. Some obviously did better than me, but yeah, pretty disappointing round for me. Let me know how you guys did down below. All right, so we're pretty much going to jump straight into round 16. I don't normally do it this quick, but that's what we're doing today. So we've got the Friday night game between the Dolphins and the Melbourne Storm. This one is being played at Suncorp Stadium. Now, we all know Storm's record at Suncorp. They play incredibly well here. I will get the exact figures up because it is quite incredible. So Storm have a record 76% wins at Suncorp Stadium, which is just, it's incredible, to be honest. It is bloody incredible. Dolphins have a 50% win record, which isn't too bad, but, you know, at the same time, like, still not great. And, you know, while Storm have been out, you know, they've been, we know how long Storm have been in the comp for. So to have a 76% win record at any venue is incredible. So Storm love playing at Suncorp. They are extremely good there. The Dolphins have been very good this year. Like, they got a good win this weekend against the Sharks. Very, very good win at Shark Park there. But as we know, Storm just too good at Suncorp. Broncos struggle against them at Suncorp. I would love to tip the Dolphins in this one. I really would, but finding it hard to tip against Storm here. Now, Storm did beat the Dolphins last year, 24-16 in their first ever matchup with them. First and only matchup until now, obviously. Both sides have done pretty well in 2024 as well. Storm had the win over the Warriors this weekend, and the Dolphins had a very strong win against the Sharks. So, yeah, look, both sides will miss players through Origin. Hammer will be out for Queensland, and for Storm, you'll have Xavier Coates missing out, and that is all, I believe. So only one player from each side will miss out there. Obviously, still no Cam Munster for the Storm as well, but Tyron Wishart is doing an incredible job. I think this will be a close game. I don't think that whoever wins this will win comfortably, but I am going a close game. I'm going to say by, oh, it won't let me. So I'm going to say Storm win by 8 points. I think Storm will be the victor in this one. I think it will be a very close game. So obviously Storm winning this one 1-12. If I had to pick an anytime try scorer, I'm going Nick Meaney in that one. All right, next up, we've got the Warriors against the Gold Coast Titans. Now, the Warriors actually have a very good record at Seabar Super Stadium, winning 53% of games at this venue. The Titans only winning 44% of games at the venue. Now, the Titans coming off a pretty disappointing loss to the Tigers last week, and the Warriors a pretty disappointing loss to the Melbourne Storm. Now, both these sides stay pretty Origin player free. I would assume David Fifita will probably come back into the Titans side, especially if he's not selected by Queensland, which I doubt he will be. Mo Fotuaika will miss out on this clash, obviously, with Queensland Origin selection, unless he doesn't get selected, which would be very surprising. Now, Warriors, I don't believe that. Oh, Mitch Barnett may be selected for New South Wales. I don't know. But regardless, like they're two forwards that I think both sides have the capability to replace. So, look, I don't think it'll faze them too much who they really lose here. Unless it is David Fifita for the Titans, then I do think the Warriors will probably put a cricket score on. Nonetheless, I do think the Warriors win this one. I think it will be a 1-12 margin, though. I don't think it'll be a blowout by any means. The Titans actually have a pretty good record over the last 5 years against the Warriors. They won 5 of the last 8 games, so the Titans, they could definitely win this one. There definitely could be an upset here, but to be honest, I just can't see it happening. So I am going to back in the Warriors there. I do think it'll be a bit of a closer game though, so a 1-12 margin, but I think the Warriors should have enough to get that one done. All right, next up, we've got the Roosters versus the Bulldogs at Industry Group Stadium in Gosford. This game is being played at. Now, I don't know how many games each side has played here, but the Roosters have a 47% win record at this stadium. The Bulldogs have a 64% record at this stadium. Over the last 5 years, Roosters have won 4 of their last 6 games. Obviously, that means the Dogs have only won 2. The Bulldogs did win earlier this year, though, 30 points to 26. I think that one was at Accor Stadium. Look, I think this game will be very entertaining. Since 1998, the teams have met 48 times. Roosters have won 25, Dogs have won 23, so it is pretty close. Like, you know, no team is significantly better than the other when it comes to wins. Roosters of late have been a better side, but the Dogs have been playing really well this year, and their defense is one of the best in the NRL this season. So it just goes to show how much effort they've put into their defense in 2024. Now, Origin selections. Roosters will be missing Angus Crichton. They will be missing Lindsay Collins, and they will be missing Spencer Leniu. I don't think I've missed anybody. If I have, I apologise. Obviously, Joseph Swiley is still out via suspension. The Bulldogs miss some big name players. It's likely that they'll miss Matt Burton, and they will definitely be missing Stephen Crichton. Outside of that, I don't think there'll be too many players out for Origin unless James Tedesco is a surprise selection there. I think Stephen Crichton and Matt Burton are massive losses for the Bulldogs. I do think they will be harder for them to replace than an Angus Crichton or a Spencer Leniu or Lindsay Collins. Like, they've got, Jared Hargraves, I don't think he's going to get suspended. I did see that he got sin bin. I'm not going to lie, didn't watch the game, so I don't really know what that was for. But outside of that, I think they can replace their forwards quite easily. The Dogs will have a harder time. I do think the Roosters win this one, and I do think they get it 13 plus. If James Tedesco is to play in this game, I'm going to have him down for 2 tries. All right, next up, we've got the Rabbitohs against the Manly Sea Eagles. This is being played at Accor Stadium. Rabbitohs have won 57% of games at Accor Stadium. Manly have won 43%. So Rabbitohs do play better than Manly at Accor. However, the last time these two met was in Vegas, where Manly won 36-24. Very entertaining game of football. Both sides played quite well, in my opinion. Manly, obviously the better side, though. Since 1998, these teams have met 44 times. Both sides have won 22 games each. Now, over the last 5 years, the Rabbitohs have won 5 out of their last 6 games. And the Rabbitohs do tend to play well against the Seagulls. That infamous 1-point win off the field goal of Lockie Ilias last year was forever embedded in my memory. Loved that moment, especially for Lockie Ilias. Obviously, I'm backing in the Rabbitohs here. Now, when you look at Origin players, Latrell Mitchell will more than likely be out for the Rabbitohs, and I would say Cam Murray is a potential to be out as well. However, I do think Manly lose more than the Rabbitohs, with their captain, Daly Cherry-Evans, being selected for Queensland, Jake Trbojevic and Hamole Olakawatu likely picked for New South Wales. So, look, I do think the Rabbitohs should win this one, especially if Cameron Murray plays. I think the Rabbitohs get a 13-plus win here. I know that is a bold statement to make, but I'm pretty confident in that. I think the Rabbitohs, coming off 3 wins in a row, they are full of positivity at the moment, which is good to see, and we're seeing some amazing footy coming out of Jack Whiten and Cody Walker combining in the halves. So I think the Rabbitohs will do a pretty good job here on Manly, and that is why I'm picking them 13 plus. My anytime try scorer for the Rabbitohs is a bit bold, but I am taking Tane Milne to score anytime. All right, to round out the weekend, we've got Sunday afternoon footy between the West Tigers and the Canberra Raiders. Now, Canberra have won 44% of games at Campbelltown Stadium. Tigers have won 40%. So Campbelltown is not a place the Tigers really play that well at. And, while they did get a good win over the Titans last week, and the Raiders got absolutely tailed up by the Cowboys, the Raiders have a good record against the Tigers, winning all of their last 7 games. They've won 7 in a row against the Tigers since 2019. And I would say it will be a tough task for the Tigers to win this game. Neither team should be affected by Origin. Tigers, but actually both sides do have a few little injury concerns, but I can't see a world where the Raiders lose this one. I think this will be another 13-plus win. I think it'll be a comfortable win there for the Raiders. Raiders 13-plus and Xavier Savage, anytime try scorer. So one more time, guys, let's go over the tips. Storm over the Dolphins by 1-12. Nick Meaney, anytime try scorer. Warriors 1-12 over the Titans, and I think I was going Chance Nickel-Klokstad, anytime try scorer. Don't know if I said that before, but that's what I'm going with. Roosters 13 plus over the Bulldogs, Teddy to score a double. Rabbitohs 1-12 over the Rabbitohs 13 plus over the Seagulls, Tane Milne anytime, and then the Raiders 13 plus over the Tigers with Xavier Savage scoring anytime. Guys, let me know your tips down below in the comments. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Hit that like button, hit that sub button, and as always, my friends, I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.